Guys, welcome to another video, and today I'll be telling you guys how to play Rise of Nations Newbie Edition, technically. Well, not really Newbie Edition, like how to get started. So I'm playing as Ukraine here. So first of all, let's start with the basics. So you see this. When a game starts, it'll say technology available most of the time. Now, if you click on your flag, or if you click on Q, D, not D, if you click on Q, E, wait, hold on, if you click on, your flag, or if you click on Q, then you'll get this pop-up, and, as you see, it has, the Kievan Ruse is one of the formables. Like, these are formables right here. And ideologies, you can change this ideology, for either 250 political power or 500 political power. As you see, my political power is 138. It's not enough. So we can go here. This is policies. So with policies, you can basically you can do things for your country that will boost it in some way. So the Welfare Act, it might like decrease your tax income, but it gives you 5+ stability. The Public Service Act, it will boost your factory output and your resource output. We'll get into those later. The Neutrality Act will basically make you neutral, but also increase your tax tremendously by 25%, your stability by 25%, your justification time, however, is going through the roof, and your resistance is very high. Also, your ideology has to be non-aligned. I can actually pick this up, but I'm not going to because I need to show you everything. Now, here's the last one I'm going to show you, the Military Service Act. It basically this one basically makes keeping your military kind of easy, a lot easier. The military upkeep cost is a lot lower, and the manpower increase is higher. So I'm just going to pick this up. As you see, I've picked it up, and my political power increase is actually going down. So I can pick one more thing. Now I'm going to go down here and pick press censorship, because it reduces the unrest reduction, but it reduces the integration speed, but it also gives 10+ stability and less income. Also, if your ideology is democracy, like India or the United States or Brazil, you cannot pick this up. So we're going to pick that up. And as you see, my political power is going in the yellow now. It's not increasing as much. So back to this technology thing. If we click on technology here, you can see all of this. So right now we're on the research tab. Now if we go ahead and boost these, you see it says research output plus 20%. This gives you more research power, so you can research more things. Now let's get started here. We can click on infantry. So infantry is basically this guy that's sitting at my capital. Well, he's a home guard. I'll get back into that later. Now, if we click on infantry improvement, oh, well, that's another thing. So we here have a pop-up here that alert, both 2 alerts. Now, there's several things I would recommend doing here. If you do get this political maroonering thing, I don't know how to spell it. Always refuse unless you absolutely need political power. I've never really did, but still. If you cannot afford to hold a grand parade, then don't hold a grand parade. If you don't hold a parade, though, they're going to be disappointed. So I recommend holding a modest parade. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, never mind. Guess I can't. So we're gonna go back here. See, as you see, it has improved weapon reliability. This gives extra attack, so we'll pick that up. Skeletonized equipment. It gives extra mobility, so we're gonna pick that up. And then distribution of anti-tank weapons gives damage against tanks. Now, if we go here, there's a tank improvements, tank firepower, which basically the damage, tank armor, and tank mobility. And then out. So basically, now let's get into the factory part, and then we'll continue. So when you start off in a game, I recommend you make 3 to 4 factories, and so we're gonna click on that. We're gonna need 6 units of copper for 3 factories and 6 units of gold for 3 factories. So we're gonna pick that up, and I'm getting an economic boom. Now, this is a very good thing because you get extra tax, extra resources, extra factory output, extra base stability, extra less developed city costs, and extra speed. This is very good if you get this. Now, anyways, we can go to economy and click on resources and trade. Now, I have just enough copper. I'm going to get 0.1 units more, so I'll always have just a little bit of spare. Now I will go ahead and buy 5 units from Zimbabwe. So basically you want to click on the amount and you set it to any number, and then you can sell or buy. Buy and sell bulk is buying or selling something right at the time. Like, it's not like in multiple things, like it's one time transaction. Now, anyways, we'll wait for our factories here. Meanwhile, while we do that, we can start warring, actually. What's warring? Well, here it is. Oh, and also our factories is loaded. So I'm gonna split my unit here in Kiev, that's my capital, here, and in half. I'm gonna have to cover that up. Okay, so if you want to split it in half, you click on the unit and then click on split in half. I already split it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just move it out. And also, now that I have my newfound factories, I can sell electronics. And by the way, these factories don't actually give that much at a time. So I recommend you sell 40 to Japan because that economic boom is not going to last very long. I'm sorry. Anyways, now that we have a trade going, you can see if we go to the economy, we have 4 million in economy. So that's how much we're earning. So this is how much we're earning, and our income. And this is our expenses, what we have to pay for, and this is our outcome, aka our economy. So it's a very good economy. Well, it's a decent one. It's not very good. We can do better. We can do way better. Anyways, so now if you want to make troops, you click on control, or if you're on mobile, you click on selection mode, and also city selection, and then you drag either your mouse or your finger on multiple cities. Now, here's our manpower here. It increases by a certain amount, and also it has a cap. That's how much it will go up. So we need our manpower to make all of these troops, except for a few of them, like these. So if we go ahead and click on this, it costs 1 million to get 10,000 men, aka 10,000 manpower. So we're gonna just do that. And as you see, we have 60,000 men. I'll park it up at Belarus's door. Now if you want to justify in the country, you click Shift if you're on the computer, and then you click on their city. You click on one of their cities, and then click on Justify War Goal, Conquest, Subjugate, or Liberation. I recommend Conquest because Liberation liberates countries from their rule, and you shouldn't be doing that after only one country. So we're going to click on Conquest. going to put this troop over here. And we're going to do this for Belarus as well. And if you're on mobile, either click on one of their cities, or go to your flag, click on diplomacy, view on country, and then search up their name if you're on mobile. And then when you find their name, if you find their name, you can just buy on them. Okay. So meanwhile, while that's justifying, I'll go ahead and check on this, and I'm actually going to make some steel factories and motor factories. So if I'm going to go ahead and click on Kiev, my capital, going to go ahead and make steel factory. I need 4 units of iron and 0.2 units of titanium for 1 steel factory. And a motor factory, I'm going to need 1 unit of steel, which I'm going to get from that steel factory, and 2 units of tungsten. So I'll go ahead and buy that. There were 5 from Russia. Oh, and we got alert, blackmail threat. Now, if you have blackmail threat, always check your stability. It's going to be here and here. So if it's good enough, then you can just click on reject. It won't do anything really. Well, it'll affect your stability, but still. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I have plenty of titanium. Now I'm going to get this tungsten from Russia. Thanks. Now we're all set for this. And as you see, I'm actually gonna justify in Poland quickly. And also you see that now if you click on here, down here in this corner, you can actually change the mode. So you got map modes, resources. It shows resources that are in an area. Like I have some oil, no fertilizer, and I have steel because of the steel factories. I have no phosphate, but Belarus does. Some iron, copper, yeah. Now we're gonna click on resources again. It'll disappear. Now this is biomes. This is basically showing the biomes of the world. You got plenty of aridness, a lot of jungle, and some mild winter and Arctic. So now terrain. Terrain basically shows either it's mountainous, hilly, or semi-mountainous. And these actually affect your troop speed. Moldova and Ukraine and Belarus are mostly flat, so it won't really affect the speed. But if I tried to go get Romania using through the mountains, it's going to be pretty slow. And as if I try to get Italy, then I probably should go through Slovenia, because it's a lot faster through the hills. Okay, political. This is what you always see. It's just this. Ideologies. This shows the ideology. So dark blue like this is democracy, and then like light blue like this is socialism, and then just red like this not light blue like red is socialism, and like dark red is communism. So I am non-aligned, so I will just click out that. Here's factions. Now, I'm gonna quickly create actually no I'm not. So the factions in this game are basically like kind of like clans. So if you go to factions, faction view is your viewing your faction, or you can create a new one. Now you have a bunch of names, including your capital, so Kiev Accords maybe. I'm not going to create one because there's no one for it to join. And then diplomatic. This basically shows the diplomatic relations. So if I go ahead, declare war on Moldova, I click on their city again, click on declare war and conquest. Then see here, more war declaration. We're now at war with Moldova. You can drag this troop here, and now if Moldova here wasn't an AI, then it would be a lot harder. But because they are an AI, you can just go ahead, go to the city that's near the troop that isn't the capital. Now, as you see, Moldova, the land that Moldova controls, is now red, which means that we are at war with them. Now I'm going to switch it back to political, and as you see, because I decided to bring my troop to the city here, it's getting entrenchments, and it adds combat. It adds damage to your things. It adds damage, basically. So now we can go ahead, click on Auto Capture Moldova, and like, if you want to do auto capture, click on auto capture in Moldova. But if the country you're invading controls multiple countries, then you can right click and pick the country you want to invade from a country. But we're already invading Moldova, so I'll just press Z. And as you see, this troop is just gonna go here. I'm gonna let him invade quickly. So meanwhile, if we want to create some tanks, I'm going to select. So in order to create a tank, you need square cities. So I have 2 square cities here, apart from Kiev. Oh, and look at that, Moldova collapsed. So I'm going to get those square cities and make 2 tanks in each city. And meanwhile here, Moldova is dead. So we can click on Annex Cities, or we can select our cities to annex, but I want all of the cities, so I'm just going to do that. And we can seize the state treasury, resources, and demand war reparations. So if you're on the computer, you can just right-click on the max option, and it'll instantly fill up. So we're just going to fill all of this up. And as you see, look closely at my flag near the treasury. And you'll see that I earned some monies. Yeah, so I earned like $100 million from that, and that's a profit. Now, in newly conquered lands, you might see just these yellow diamond things here, and this means it has unrest. So you see unrest. And once this unrest passes this yellow line here, then you can build and make troops in that city. But I can't because it's just going up, down. So if I go back to my stability, you can see that it says unrest -1 here. So that means that it's effectively stability. Now let me show you about the formables. So if I go ahead and invade Belarus quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just capture that. And capture that. I'm going to actually bring my tanks to Belarus. Aha. Okay. So as you see, this Belarus AI is going to go ahead and try to recapture this city here because it was the first one to be taken, and they'll get destroyed from it. So I'm going to just go ahead and rush Minsk using this troop. I'm going to also go ahead, split this tank in half. So like I'll go ahead and drag this, split in half, and now I can click on auto capture Belarus and look what happens. Yeah, it just spills out like organs. Oh wait, that's weird. It just spills out like that, and now they start capturing Belarus. So I'm gonna send this troop over here to Minsk. And to be honest, if this was real life, then Russia would be angry at me. But this isn't. And also, what am I even talking about? Anyways, so now if I go ahead here. So if I go ahead here and take all of the Belarusian cities and see the collapse of Belarus, we'll take all of their land. You can see Moldova and Belarus are in distress now. But if I go ahead and form the Kievan Rus, which I have formed, which I'm able to form because I took Belarus and Moldova as Ukraine. As you see, you see that Moldova and Belarus are no longer in distress, and now they're just fine. And now I can build stuff in them and stuff. So if you have pretty high unrest in the area, you really want to form as quickly as possible. Just don't rush it, please. Like, be a little patient. Now I'll show you how to invade a AI Russia as Ukraine. Well, on my server, it would be a lot harder if it was a player. You know what? I'm gonna make it a player then. I'm just kidding. Actually, I am. No, I'm not. Okay. Just gonna click on tab again. So my tanks here, I'm gonna go ahead and make some more tanks. There you go. I'm gonna move this troop here, and I'm gonna move it to my capital. I'm gonna move this troop here, move it to my capital, move this troop here, move it to Sumy. Yeah. So now I might actually get something called oil deflect. This is when you're running out of oil, you're losing more oil than you can earn. Just like actual deflect in this game, where you're losing more money than you can earn, which can actually lead to debt. Also, if we could go ahead and click on military, you see all of this stuff. So if we click on doctrines, you can see army doctrines, naval doctrines, aerial doctrines. So if you're planning on doing a giant war, like I am with Russia, click on mass attack on the army doctrine. And if you're planning on doing the same thing, but this time with an island, go for submarine warfare. Now I still have some military power left. I can click on military groups, just name it anything. I'm going to just name it A. Now I will go ahead and recruit a military leader for 300 military power. And also I gotta fix this. Cover up. Popular war support, that's pretty good. Okay, so now I can recruit an army leader. And as you see, it's a pretty good army leader. We got XP bonus, some 25% more XP, and his attack is 24% better. So I'll go ahead, add all my troops to this A group. Oh, and also, don't forget, if you actually do recruit him, then please click on him, and then click on the group you want to add him to. So now I will go ahead, split in half, split in half, split in half, and I'm going to move them all to the sea. Now, if I got my tanks, yes, we call them tanks. We got our tanks ready, and now I'm going to get my troops ready. I'm going to split them in 4 corners, 4 things. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get some tank upgrades. Now, invading Russia is going to be a lot harder than invading other countries because hilly Arctic, the pain of your existence. So hilly Arctic is very super slow. Like the Arctic makes you very slow. At least we're not invading Norway. That would be a disaster. Look at this. Mountainous Arctic. Semi-mountainous Arctic. Yeah, that would be a disaster. So I will show you a way to pick out these dumb big cities here. Now, we're going to go ahead and justify in Russia. Meanwhile, while it's justifying, I'll go ahead and you'll see that my stability is going down to 60, and that's fine, actually. Now, if I want some more political power, I'm going to have to upgrade my political tree, but I can't. Corporate dealing. Only accept this if you have the political power and if you really need money. I'll reject this. Blackmail threat, it'll just speed up the process of my stability draining. It's fine. And as you see, it'll go up now. So we completely defeated this man, dude. Well, I don't actually know. Okay. Also, is it just me? But is it just me, or we don't need Belarus to form the Interromanium, but you can form the let me show you guys. Okay, so if we click on tab, formables list, and I completed 42 formables. It's pretty impressive. By the way, I've already completed the Kievan Ruse. Now, if I go ahead, scroll down for long enough, scroll up. Can't find it. Form, yeah, here. You see Belarus, you can form it, but when I clicked on the thing, it doesn't even say you need Belarus to form it, and I think that's weird. So anyways, we probably have already justified on Russia. Now, I'll click on Bryansk. And also, if you're going to war with someone, you're going to cancel all the trades. So, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're ready. Now, split this into 9s, and I will send this bad boy troop in. Bad boy, okay. Also, your military leaders can die in battle, and that's kind of sad, but still. Now I'm going to go ahead, click on Ligov. Now you'll see these Russian troops are coming over, and they'll get shredded. Watch. Yeah, there's like so many troops coming in. My troop is just destroying them. So if we go ahead and click on the Russian flag, you can see how many losses the enemies have gotten. So if you hover over it, you can see Russia has so many losses, and you can see my losses, which are like almost none. Now I'm going to go ahead and just rush Moscow. I have the troops to do it. I mean, I have the tanks to do it. And also, if we click on this flag, you can see the remaining troops they have. So Russia has 900. Russia has 180 troops of home guard left. So your home guard usually spawns in your capital or your biggest city. Yeah. And they spawn like instantly. And also, there goes Moscow. So, as you see, I've taken Moscow. Now I'll proceed. Click on this unit. Let him heal up. Let him heal up. Dun, dun, dun. Now, while they're healing up, so if you see this shovel icon here, that means that the troops are using the manpower you have to heal. So if you don't have any manpower, it's going to heal very slowly. So now we'll just, once it heals up completely, we're still waiting. Waiting. Also, if you just keep waiting and waiting for your troop to heal up, the enemy can send more troops. They can counter you, I guess. So it's not very ideal. Now, we'll just go ahead, let the troops spill out, and upgrade our technology tree. Political improvements. So, see, my stability is going down, but its goal is 60. I think this happens because of war exhaustion, even though I have, like, no... Oh, never mind. Yeah, so as you see, they just decided to leave this chunk behind. Don't worry, I'll summon some Minsky... Okay, that was so bad. I'll summon some troops from Minsk. Why did I spawn in artillery? Actually, that reminds me. So, I'll just let my tank spawn and my artillery spawn. And while you can watch the destruction unfold in Russia, I'll just let it slide. Oh, and there comes the Challenger. Well, you know, that means you send all your troops to one certain city, and you can see that this Russian troops clearly doesn't know what they're doing. Now I'll just let this troops just find my troops just sitting here like saying ducks, and goodbye to this Russian troop, basically. And if he does survive, it would probably be on very low amounts of troops left. Yeah, he's gone. I'll go ahead, Russia. So now artillery. You can see it actually has this orange-ish circle. Now if I go ahead, send this from Moscow. Hold on a second. Now let me go ahead, abandon my country. So I would probably never do that in real life. Russia. I would become Russia. It's not very ideal because I'm losing to this country. Now if I go ahead and summon some troops. Also, this kind of looks cool here. Now if I go ahead, summon these troops, and if I go closer to the Kiev, the artillery, you can see that I'm starting to get shelled. Right here, I'm starting to get shelled. But if I go a little bit closer to the artillery, then it will get totally wrecked, and yeah. And I can try to retake the city, but you know, now this is exactly why you trap the bots instead of just sending your troops right at them. Not including that. This is not just including the tanks, by the way. Yeah, you get totally shredded because when they're entrenched, they're very powerful. So now I'll switch back to Kiev. So now I'll go ahead from that stupid Russia attack. Okay, I can't believe it says stupid. From that dumb Russia attack, now we can lose some troops. Now I'll go ahead, auto-capture Russia. They'll most likely go here, and then I will send them to Kaliningrad and all of these. Yeah, they're going there by themselves. It's fine. Also, over here, you see my troop has lost so many, like my infantry has lost so many troops. Now you can see Russia is getting kind of wrecked. Actually very wrecked. What am I talking about? Like, they're not even like, they're not even a regional power anymore. And I am. Well, I was ever since I formed the Kiev Alliance. Also, if you click on tab, you have a bunch of these options. I'm going to click on toggle flag overlay. Now you can see no longer has that like flagish thing. Now it's just that. Also, we already went over formables lists. Oh, and now we have titles. You can earn titles by getting certain amounts of XP or forming certain things. So earlier today, I formed the Spanish Empire. That's why I have the Conquistador title. And if you have a title and you type in chat, title, you can see it's right here. It comes after your country thing. Now, if I go ahead and remove my title, though, remove my title. Yeah, you can see that title gone. Yeah, you can see that my title is no longer there. Now it's only my country. If I'm gonna slap on the title once again. Title again. Yeah. So right now I would time lapse. Yeah, I'm about to time lapse it for you guys. Maybe. Wait, what is it? Oh, wait, what? Sheeple, what is this? Gotta take a picture of this. Yeah, so we have a imposter green city that's trying to take more pictures of this. Can fix this HyperRAM. Anyways, so HyperRAM was the creator of this game. So I'm gonna send this troop here. Also, this is semi-mountainous, so it's a lot slower. As you see, I've conquered like the entire west side of Russia. Well, almost, except for this annoying city here. So, by now you think in real life Russia would surrender, right? So if I go ahead, negotiate, annex cities, steal all their stuff, watch what happens. Russia has rejected our fair peace offer. But if I clicked on white peace, then they would accept. White peace is basically when you don't click on any of these, you just send the terms. But I'm not going to. Even if I send, Russia will give up all the cities. They will refuse. Even if I send, we'll seize all their stuff. They will refuse. They'll only accept the white peace unless, they'll only accept a white peace unless you take most of them. So, as you see, I'm running out of tungsten. That's fine. I'll just trade from Kazakhstan. He literally has more than Russia, so big flex from Kazakhstan. Anyways, see, well, it's going up. Anyways, so let's say another player comes and joins. Like, hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Okay, people. So I got my alt account here as Russia. Now, if Russia was a player, they would probably be sending lots of pieces. Like, So, this is actually a thing. We shall never surrender. It gives you some stuff, and it's pretty useful. Now, here, if I try making circle infantry to try to counter the Kievs, and also I send a white peace. If you're losing and you're sending white peace, they'll probably reject it. Sorry, Russia. Now, but here's the thing. Here's the catch. Now, if Russia kept most of their cities, if Russia still has most of their cities and they decide to send, they just completely give up. They give up all their cities, like this, all of them. Oh, wait, wrong thing. If they do this, if I add all Russia. Now, if Russia Russia still has most of their cities, they'll probably then it will say that Kiev and Rus has refused your offer, even though they probably wouldn't. Now, if I send these terms with few cities, then you will see that it will actually work. I can steal all their cities. Just like that. And as you see, I am pretty strong. And now Russia is a dead man. Now I can go ahead, disband some of these troops here. And because Russia is dead, we can go ahead here. I will actually make this troop. What? For my next example, I will go ahead, become Poland. Because remember, we justified on Poland earlier. Poland. Okay. Now I'll show you how to make an artillery bomb. Actually, just kidding. I would have to get a lot more monies, and I have like no monies. Anyways, let's say you're Poland. You decide to just spam troops. Like, you're the troop spammer of the server. Smooth them all to your capital. Ignore that. Said infantry improvements. Like, you're trying to just get this dub right here, and you think Kiev is gonna crush you. I mean, they probably are gonna crush you. Got this, cover it up, reject it. So you see my war exhaustion is going down. War exhaustion is going down. I can't even get. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead, get my ideology. What do I want my ideology to be? Well, I'm actually mini mo, because they're both good. They're all good. Any, many, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he screams, let him go. Any, many, miny, mo. Liberalism. So liberalism, it's not that good, really. Unless you're going for a neutral route, then it's super good because like, but it's like the neutral route without the neutrality acts, I guess. Like it gives extra tax, and that's very good. So once all of this goes away, once Russia no longer has unrest, and then that means that he'll be getting lots of taxes. Anyways, we'll go here. It says like cowardly Poland, basically. Now, because I don't want to go broke from this, I'm gonna go ahead make some electronic factories. Like, okay, I'll stop being crazy. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna make some electronic factories. As you see, I don't have that much of an income, so we're in deflect right now. We are losing more money than we can earn. But it'll be fine because we have plenty of money to spare before our factories are built. What's going on? Okay. Now I'll just go ahead. The last few ranges of economics. Anyways, now here's some more parts of the game. You can do form a military alliance. If I send that, then if I send that to a bot, then it would instantly decline. But if I send that to a player, the game is glitched or something. Then you can see Poland. Yeah, I'm just gonna reject it though. Sorry, Poland. But now here's a pretty special thing. If I make puppet state, not only they'll probably refuse, they would definitely refuse if they were hold on. They would refuse it if they were a bot, but they will probably refuse it too if they are a player. Now, if I'm puppeted, I cannot declare a war without my puppeteer, I guess. Well, without my puppeteer reacting. Well, without my puppeteer declaring a war. So if my puppeteer declares a war, if I do this, check public. Oh, if I go ahead and just fly. Also here. Also, if you're a puppet state, then there's one trick up your sleeve. So I'm gonna go ahead, make some tanks. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do, just watch. So if I click on Poland, click on justify war goal, you know, I already justified. You got an independence war. But before we're going to do that, we're going to go ahead, get Czech Republic justified on. That was so cringe. Anyways, so, as you see, justify them. Yeah, they're not going to be very. They're not going to be. I'm not going to be puppeted for very long though. So that's some unlucky things. Unlucky thinking, Poland. So I'm gonna just go ahead, split. And I'm going to go ahead, just send one of those splits there. 2 splits. I'm going to send 2 of the splits there. Now if I go ahead, yeah. Okay, I guess the population is angry at me for puppeting someone. Anyways, split. Anyways, now I'll go ahead, just send it here. Now, if this happens, then I'm recording a video. It's almost done. Okay, well, anyways, we call it to this war, and you can see if it has this big red X here, that means that I cannot make peace with them. Only Poland can make peace with them. And Poland's going to go ahead and invade them. So now, public, refuse. So you see I'm just wrecking. I'm doing a wrecking ball out of Czech Republic. Hold on, let me send all of them to Prague. That's the capital. Send all to Prague. So you see them, they're not burning. They're not burning Prague. So they just destroyed Prague. Now we can go ahead and capture the rest of the Czech Republic. Now, also one little quirk here. If you click on the city of a puppeted state, it will not show that they're puppeted until you actually click on that. So there's a few things here. When we do the independence war, when you do the independence war, you can demand anything. Like, if you're wondering what this means, that means with a conquest war, you can demand money, resources, and land. Subjugation, you can demand that they're a puppet, demand that they switch to your ideology, demand money. With liberation, you can demand money, demand resources, and liberate countries. So as you see, no, I don't. Okay, so you see that I have basically taken the Czech Republic once. Yeah, so I've taken Czech Republic. Now I will go ahead, steal all their money, and guess what? Kiev here gets none of the bill. At least I think they do. They don't get none of the bill. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch out the troops here. I think now me as Kiev is pretty angry that I've been puppeted like this, so I'm going to go ahead and declare an independence war. And you see the war goal is gain independence from Poland, and I'm going to win it because of my tanks. At least that's what you think. So So if I go ahead and start taking Poland, the Polish part of Poland, then you can see that, yeah, this is happening. I've been preparing my troops my whole life to do this. But if I try capturing the capital, like, hold on a second, then it will go badly. And now, go ahead and try to capture Kiev back. Yeah, you can see, yeah, that tank just got destroyed, boy. Yeah, these tanks are getting smacked by my max tank power, but at the same time, the infantry is a lot stronger. Let's just say that. So for a time, if I've declared an independence war in Poland, then I won't be puppeted. But if I lose the war, then Poland can just steal all my stuff and puppet me, so that'll be depressing. So he can literally pick all the items and like, you can pick all of the items. But if you pick all the items without actually conquering the entire country, then it'll go bad. And also, I made a total mistake here. Try to get some of my infantry boys, and now I'm in deflect. But you're in the Kiev side, then I'm doing good. Well, except for just launch this attack on Kiev. That's awful. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and send this fleet over here. Well, not fleet. Send these troops over here to Kiev so we can save our capital. You can see my mainland is getting smacked, but hey, look at this. On the bright side, we got some of this, and yeah, it's going kind of badly, my independence, and yeah, but on the bright side, Poland kind of forgot to defend their capital, so now we can go ahead and go ahead, split in half. Yeah, go ahead, auto capture. Actually, if we click on recapture cities, it'll it will capture all the cities that the enemy has taken from us. So now we got this, and that Polish troop is a dunner, gone, killed, slayed. Now if we go over here to Poland, yeah, it's not doing so well. Yeah, if I did this, it would go bad. So we do it. See, it's the Kievan troops are retaking their land. They're gonna launch an attack on me soon. So I gotta. So by now here, I would probably spam the troops like Poland does. So, as you see, my land here, once I retake it, it has no unrest, and it's super good. But this land that Poland took here, when it's under Polish rule, it's super bad. So I'm gonna go ahead, spam the tanks. See, they took Sevastopol here, and now they're sending their troops from here. They're trying to take Russian cities. Actually, it's not Russian. Never mind. Like, look at this. And also, we still got the imposter city. Anyways, so you see that Poland is kind of getting a smacker over here. If we click on the diplomacy, yeah, they're getting a smacker. Diplomacy, yeah, they're getting a smacker. But now Poland is going to go ahead, recapture cities, military research, that's good. Gonna get some high capacity weapons, make ultimate killing machines. Now I'm gonna go ahead, set straight to required for no reason. Like, we want all the war. I'm gonna do Military Service Act, not Neutrality Act. That's no. Okay, anyways, we're gonna mass attack. We're gonna get an A group. Now we're gonna get our army leader. We have this one is very good. Now we assign literally all our troops that are even alive to this group here, and we can just dismiss this other guy. Yeah, you just too bad. Sorry, dude. Anyways, if I also want to check my, yeah, I have like no XP. Military also cover up. That's what Polish would be. Anyways, so if I go back to political, go back to reality. See, I'm trying to turn against my master, and I'm winning. Like, if I look at this, well, kind of winning, not really winning. Anyways, go ahead, slap, slam, dunk, dunker. If I go ahead, Poland will tremble. I will seek my revenge from my captors. Also, when I go ahead and just destroy these inventories, bruh. Using my own inventory, I'm just gonna get this 3-pronged fork and murder them with their few men. Yeah. Battle me for it, boy. This one is just gonna die off. This is how evolution works. Anyways, so now you can see that I'm kind of I'm doing a wrecking ball on Poland, kind of wrecking ball. It's not really a wrecking ball. Also, if I want tankers improvements, so I gotta, yeah, it's a bad time. Well, at least I smack that troop and go back to here. See, I'm losing pretty badly, and if I want to really retake my land, now I gotta rely on this little troop here. There goes that troop. He deserved it. Yeah, he deserved it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go fishing for tanks. Yes, it's me. I go fishing for tanks. And they're coming for my capital. Gotta hurry. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Zoom to my capital. Hurry to my capital. Zoom to my capital. I lost Warsaw. Come on. No. And I've officially lost my land. I've failed. I've been defeated by my own puppet. Yep. That's what happens when you try to puppet someone. They declare independence and murder you. Now, what does Kiev want? Well, Kiev wants all their stuff. Obviously, want all their stuff. Gonna take all their cities, demand revolutions, and make sure they liberate the Czech Republic. Yes. And enforce the ideology, so that's cursed. Well, poor Czech. Okay. Hold on. People, it's a bug in my room. It's a mosquito in my room. I do a quick murdering of him. He wants to come out. Never mind. Anyways, so that's our guide. That's my guide on Rising Nations. Hope you enjoyed it. And also, if you go to diplomacy and release countries, you can release the Czech Republic. Like they deserved. Now the Czech Republic is free. Anyways, bye guys. Bye bye.